Alright, so here you can see the new sway bar link we're going to put in today. I'm going to put this on the passenger side. I've already done the driver's side. Make sure you do both. Buy these in a pair, not just one at a time. Real quick, you can see here the item number, manufacturer number K80852. I used a coupon code and some cash back through shopathome.com. You'll probably hear me plug them on each of my videos because it's the only way to buy parts anymore, for me anyway. You can see it would have been 82 bucks. I got $30 off the whole order, so for both of these, after tax, was less than 56 bucks. If you're lucky, you can get these online, $50. Then you got to figure out shipping. But this worked out great. So let's cut away from this. We'll get the tire off, car jacked up, and run through this as quickly as possible. And a quick look at pretty much everything you should need here. I've got a 5/8 deep weld here. Make sure you keep track of all your lug nuts. That's important, obviously. 3/4 inch wrench, a 5/8, an adjustable in case you're having trouble with your standard tools. Normal ratchet with a 15mm socket on it. If you have a deep weld 15mm, that would be great. I do not. And razor knife and some needle nose. Those will come into play if you have any issues with these rubber bushings up in here, which I'm probably going to have to work on those again too. Alright, so here is the old. Mounts down here at the bottom, attaches here at the top. I already did the other side, and the problem on my other side was the bottom was just shot. Once I took the tension off the top and let it hang, it was just flopping around all over the place. So let's get into this. So you're going to want to have a breaker bar to get this loose if you don't have a long ratchet, and then you're going to want to use your 5/8 open-ended wrench. You can cut this rubber out of the way or use a mallet and finagle it, tap it on in to grab a hold of that lock nut in the back. Once you've got that in place, just start loosening your stuff and we'll move on to the next step. This should come out pretty easily. Depends on how you've got the car jacked and the tension on it. But if you need to, tap it out. It'll hang off to the side. And then come down here, do the same thing. Again, you'll have to wiggle this and tap it a bit to get past the rubber and everything. Otherwise, cut it off, tear it out of the way. This side was in much better shape than the other, but we change them in pairs. So here we go. Get your breaker bar ready if you don't have one. And the A-frame and whatnot will hold this wrench here in place, so you don't have to worry too much about it once you get it started. Got the new one in place here. Just started, as you can see. That's the easiest thing you want to do here, because you're going to have a little bit of trouble trying to keep both of these bolts straight and fitting, but those will straighten up and snug as you tighten them down. I had more trouble with the driver's side for some reason at this part, but these both went back in pretty easy. What I will say real quickly, when you're taking off the original, something about being on the passenger side and everything on the left hand makes things more difficult. So the breaker bar that I used to extend my wrench was just wasn't real helpful. So what I always go back to, and like I've said in other videos if you've seen them, this is my impact wrench. You just tap that wrench and each jolt makes it a little easier to move. You don't have to beat the crap out of it. It just helps out a lot, so you know. Alright, so these are 15mm, just like the olds. And I'll be using my deep weld 5/8 to get it going, and then I'll snug it down with my 15 open-ended, same as down here. And that will be that. Make sure they're good and tight. I guess the other important thing is this is where you will need at least a 3/4, or you're going to want to use the little adjustables. If you can avoid those, it'd still be better. They do get in the way, even being smaller. But you need a 3/4 to grab a hold of this. I'm thinking this is an 18 or 19mm, but I don't have an 18 or 19 open-end standard wrench to check it with. When I say standard, I just meant this in general, not standard and metric, obviously. But that's going to keep your lock nut here in place when you start tightening this down, top and bottom same way, and then you will be good to go. Alright, well, good luck with your Saturns and every other GM minivan that they screwed up in the 2005 year. Check out my other videos.